Hello everyone, it's Rusty Bill here, and I just got a 1970 Volkswagen Bus. Somebody corrected me. It says it was made in 1069, so they told me that's a 70 version. And what we're going to do is we're going to clean it out and see what we've got. I haven't done any work to it, I just pulled it out of the weeds. We'll do a quick walk around and then I'll get set up for removing a bunch of trash from the rear. So let's check it out. Got a bunch of junk in the back. I'm gonna have to get rid of all of that. No motor in the rear. It does have an independent rear suspension transaxle, which is nice. Bullet holes in all the important places. All the tires are shot. I can't get this open. The regular doors do seem to work right. This looks like old sheetrock. Bullet holes in the glass. Let me get up here. Better view of the garbage that I'm about to get rid of. Looks like a small refrigerator maybe in the corner. Seen a little bit of battle damage. The emblem's missing, of course. Got the turn signals down low. Nice rust color to the whole thing. Two-tone rust. Get a look at the gauges. I'm not a Volkswagen person, never really owned one, so I don't know what I'm getting into here. Got the old door open. That was a bit of a struggle, and it's cleaned out a little bit. I'll give you a quick look. Then we're gonna get some other cleaning materials. Not too bad. Put some WD-40 on those hinges. Clean out the floorboards and see how much rust we got, but it's not looking too bad right now. Not too bad at all. This thing of course had a bunch of mice living in it and who knows what else, so I just ripped everything out, and those little running boards, so to speak, are mostly intact, and that's kind of nice looking. So we moved a lot of material out of here. It's not looking too bad. There's some rust in there, as to be expected. Right down there, a little bit of daylight coming through. Here's the what looks like probably heater vents. Probably leave those on just to be cute. And then this is what we got left. Clean out the crud and the floor here in the front, and then I'll try to get it back down. Here's a bunch of junk on my fender well I got to put in the garbage can. Try to get all the nails so we don't get any flats from this. Once I get this thing cleaned out, I'll start working on getting the wheels off, and that'll probably be it for today if I can get that far. We don't want to overdo it. It's only 103 outside. Got most of whatever that white stuff was out. It looked like sheetrock, really. Probably shouldn't have been breathing it. There's the back again. And a couple of pieces I found. This old Coca-Cola bottle here. And then that looks like a radio bezel. I don't know if that's worth anything, but I'm not going to throw it away. So anyways, I'll get the camera set up, go get a drink and everything, and make sure we're gonna do the operation of backing this thing down the hill nice and sound, and that's where we'll pick up. All right, I'm gonna back it down here, and hopefully the trailer wheels will hit this wood and we won't go back too far, and I won't have to stress out my parking gear or my parking brake. See you soon. that was fun. All right, well, we got it down that path. It always sucks because the long wheelbase truck and the 18-foot trailer, they don't turn too sharp, and this time was no different. Kind of like taking her down the boat ramp, you know. The boats, the pivot point on a boat's not in the right place, and so it makes everyone look bad. Oh, I gotta take this phone call. Turns out that was just a telemarketer, but I'm waiting for a well digging service with the same area code of the phone number to call me back, and so I had to answer. And so now I'm gonna get like 35 million more you know, telemarketers. But anyways, it's a steep enough angle. Here's where all the action was. We started driving the trailer off the edge, and then my right rear tire, you know, and I tried to go forward to reset the angles. But hey, we slogged through it, and there we are, ready to get to it. Well, I'm going to spray this thing down. I went ahead and hit the lug nuts with some WD-40, and I lubed up that sliding door a little better, and I think it's gonna come around. My battery's gonna die on this GoPro. I just bought it, but I'll set it up, and we'll hopefully get the time lapse of the spray out, and then I'll probably have to charge it and then come knock those wheels off. Back in, not too bad. One of the little side windows fell out. Luckily I was able to grab it, and there it is, saved it. Not too much water pooling up. A couple of rust holes, but much better. I'm not afraid to get in here anymore you know, and get the plague or get bit by something. So next step, hit these wheels. I'll do the old time lapse on these two, and I'll stop it there. And if I don't have any problems, probably wrap it up without showing you what's going on the other side. It's just going to be the same as this side. And let me get everything set up, and we'll get the impact and air compressor out and let it rip. Well, you can probably tell it's been a little while since we got those two wheels off. I've gotten the other two off, and I'll walk you around real quick, and that'll be it for this video. We're gonna leave everything open overnight, let it dry off. Shouldn't take much, 100-degree heat. We got right rear and the right front. I think that looks fine. That's just all dried up, caked up grease. We'll put it on the road like that. Here's the four wheels. They probably got another couple 100 miles in them if you were to get them set on the bead, you know. No big deal. Go around to the driver's side. There it is. I like to put the studs or the lug nuts back on after I take the wheels off so you don't lose them that way. Alright, there's the other one. And that's it for today. Hey guys, Rusty Bill. Second day on this. I've gotten 4 tires. 2 of them cost me 30 bucks. 2 of them cost me 70 bucks. But it is what it is, buying used tires, and I had to go to 2 different places to find a 14-inch tire size that I think is going to fit. Anyways, we'll get started putting them on here and hopefully get this thing off the trailer today, and then we'll wrap it up and put it for sale on Craigslist and see if anyone will buy it like that. Got the jack stands out. We got jack stands everywhere. I don't like jacking up a vehicle on a trailer. It's always sketchy, but sometimes you do what you have to do. Always want to get the first couple of threads on before you start hitting things with the impact. I've had the guys at the tire shop ruin some studs for me that way. They just, let's start it with the impact. Woo! And you know, they have usually cheaper impacts there, but you know, 200-300 foot-pounds of torque and stuff stripped. And they'll come to you and say, hey, your stuff's stripped. But in reality, they stripped it. Well, I had the camera sitting in the shade over here, hooked onto this boom stand for a cymbal, and it was in the shade the whole time, and this thing is overheating, I guess. Well, that's pretty sad. It's a good thing I didn't buy this to put on a motorcycle helmet and tool around town, because when I got done riding, I would look at my footage and it'd be about 30 seconds because it overheated. And let's see, it's only about 98 degrees out here right now, and it's going to get hotter. So luckily I do have a AC in the garage, so we'll try to use it there. We'll try to use it in here and have the AC running a little bit, because the GoPro is not so go and not so pro, apparently. Can't take 98 degrees in the shade. Well, there you have it. We got it. Not without problems, but it is what it is. These things never just give up and roll over and let you have your way with them. Let's take a look at it. It looks pretty decent now compared to how it looked before. We're still on a bit of an incline, but I do like that ground clearance. Look at that. That's pretty funny. I guess that's why they drove it up in the weeds like they did. They weren't afraid of running anything over. That short wheelbase, I think it was something like 93 inches. I don't know. Maybe it was 103. Either way, it's a pretty short wheelbase and a pretty good ground clearance. That makes for good off-road capabilities. The differential looks like it's less than a foot off the ground. That's the only thing I think would ever drag. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing for sale on Craigslist, and if we don't have any takers, we might be thinking about putting a V8 in there, mid-engine, not hanging off the back end. We don't want to be doing wheelies all the time. And then we'll probably sell it, no problem. All right, thanks for watching.